Okay, everybody, we are here with Tatiana for this week's Mortgage Minute, and it's a little bit weird with Kelly not being here, but Tatiana, how you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, it's so weird. She's not here. We miss her.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Exciting.
I'm sure I'm gonna get a ton of comments or people calling and asking where she is, but and we have a different studio because she took the computer with her, so everything's different. It all falls apart when Kelly leaves. All right, so
Different is good. It's always good to have something new.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. A little bit of change. Well, I'm going to ask her favorite question. Are you wearing the naughty hat or the nice hat?
I'm wearing a nice hat today.
Oh, thank goodness. Finally. Yeah. See, she leaves. See what happens. Okay. So that's
Maybe
what
she
I'm,
needs to go more often.
that's right. That's right. So yeah, tell us what's going on.
All right, so let's see. In the past week, rates actually went down slightly. Um, we were waiting for it, so they switched directions after 5 weeks of constant increase.
Yeah.
So the signs of cooling labor market has supported expectations that the Federal Reserve may make their first interest rate cut as soon as in July. So
Oh,
that's
wow. Okay.
those are the commentary right now. As you can see, the rate is 7.15 for conventional conforming 30-year fixed, and 15-year fixed is 6.63, FHA 6.61, jumbo is higher than everything else at 7.39. So I just want to remind you that this is average rate, right? And
Yeah.
it varies. If someone gets more than 7.15, it's not because something is wrong with you, right? It's just this is 7.15 is just an average rate. In some cases it's going to be a little bit lower, some higher. We did have a video on what's involved in the interest rate, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How they adjust. There's a lot of factors in here, and also a lot of times these average rates are they come with one discount point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, when you say they come with one discount point, is that because that's the majority of what buyers will do is they'll end up buying one discount point
This
or
this is just how Freddie reports it. They report
okay.
average rate, but it does include discount point. They always like to show a little bit lower rate, and
Got it. Got it.
discount points buys the interest rate down, so that's why it's a little bit lower.
So it's one of those with the fine what is it? What the big print gives, the fine print takes away. It's like,
Exactly. Yeah,
all
that's
right.
that's
And that's common too. Like when you see the lenders that are advertising, we've got a 6.75% rate or whatever, and then the fine print, it's like, yeah, give us $50,000 to buy down points on a $300,000 house and we can get you that rate, or whatever,
exactly.
however
Yeah,
that works. But um okay, well, have you noticed that the comments as the commentary as they're going through and the rates are going up and down, it's almost like you can't really put a whole lot into it because, a couple of weeks ago they were like, yeah, I don't think we're going to cut rates until late, third, maybe possibly early fourth quarter, and now a couple of weeks later, it's like, yeah, it looks like July. So we can't ride that emotional roller coaster. We just have to kind of stay and just see what happens and kind of stay neutral with everything as we go.
kind of I believe it when I see it, right?
That's right. That's it. In
Yeah.
either direction, good news or bad news.
Mhm.
Okay, well, so the topic that I want to talk about today, and I wish Kelly would be here because we get to ask this question a whole lot, is whenever we're telling buyers that they need to have a pre-approval prior to putting an offer in, they always ask like, how hard is it to get that pre-approval? So what I want to ask you is what documents do they necessarily need for a pre-approval? And then if they wanted to go through and do the full POFA, the pre-offer full approval, or once they're under contract, what do they need to go through the whole approval process?
Right. So what I do, I can talk for myself, right? And
Okay.
when I do a pre-approval, I'm not gonna collect everything in the world, right? So what I'm collecting is income documentations and assets documentations.
Okay.
Depending on income, how person gets paid, I might ask only for 1 month of pay stubs. So
Okay.
if that's someone is on a base salary, it's just straightforward. If someone is self-employed, I'm going to ask for 2 years of tax returns from them.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes I need only 1 year in certain circumstances, but I always ask for two. If I don't need old one, I'm just gonna toss it. So
Got it. Okay.
you know, if someone, let's say, gets variable income or maybe gets bonus over time, I would like to see the breakdown of that previous years of bonus and overtime. So I ask for December pay stubs for previous year, for example, because December pay stub has breakdown of year to date,
Yep.
how much they made on bonus or overtime that year, 2023, for example. So for those who get that variable income, I might ask for additional pay stubs because of that.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, if someone is receiving pension or social security, just ask for the award letters or whatever they receive to support that income. And assets, you know, 2 months bank statements. We do have a system where, you know, we send the link to buyer and they can authorize their bank to electronically send us 60 days transaction history. This is the best way to do it. Not everybody is comfortable doing that because it requires to input the password for them.
Yeah.
But they put in password not because they're giving me the password and I can see it. It's because they're letting their bank know, yeah, it's me. I know my credentials. So I'm okay with you sending that 60 days transaction history.
So in that situation, then the buyer would actually like be on the computer with you or something, or they would be the ones putting it in that link and putting their password in. So you would never see it. It would just be them kind of
Oh yeah,
sending
so
it to
I
you.
send them
Okay.
email with the link saying,
Got it.
hey, link your assets. And maybe the wording of link your assets kind of scares some people away because they think
Yeah.
that I can go in and snoop around and move money. No,
Yeah.
it just means that the bank can send us the 60 days transaction history. So it just
Sure.
makes it all electronic and easier for the system to read, and could potentially allow us to do a streamlined approval process where system reads that electronically sends bank statements, and it recognizes the amount in there, it recognizes even income, and it calculates income for you. And you know, if that happens, then we don't need much documentations at all, and we can get full approval within just couple of hours.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
So
Wow.
yes,
Okay. Okay.
but
So that's
that's
for the
not a
pre-approval.
pre-approval.
Okay. And so the pre-approval, just to kind of clarify for everybody, is when you're at the process and wanting to write an offer and you want to have that pre-approval letter to submit with the offer. So that's what we're talking about now. Okay. And then what's the next step?
The next step, when we send the file to processing and underwriting, we're going to ask for more documentation. We're going to ask for a copy of valid ID. That's important. Valid is a key word here. I've seen IDs that are expired. So we'll have to have a valid ID. Sometimes we ask for some explanation letters, maybe depending on, you know, what's there. Maybe something on the credit report came up that needs an explanation, or job situation needs an explanation, or you know, residency. We do look at credit report to see if person had another inquiry by another bank, so we would question that as well. So like small explanations like that. If someone is not US citizen, we would ask for the proof of residency. Maybe they have a green card or a visa, so we would ask for document on that. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Okay. So it's not the stacks and stacks of paperwork that everybody fears.
No, no,
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
like that anymore. And, you know, we're trying to make it as smooth as possible for them. The less, the better.
Yeah.
And that actually goes to a point. Sometimes people, you know, provide me with a lot of, if they have a lot of different assets, And I might not even not ask for that, because if they need to bring a 50,000 to the table and they have 200,000, I just
Yeah.
need 50. I'm not gonna ask them for everything
Okay.
that they have there, because I don't like to over document things, because
Yeah.
sometimes over documenting and telling more than is asked for could create potential extra questions and extra
Yeah.
documentation. So it's kind of like, don't ask, don't tell
That's
in a
that's a
way.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm glad you said that, because I was just about to ask you. So would you advise people to only give you what you ask for and limit it to what you ask for? And if you need more, you'll ask, but don't provide extra. Is that what you would say?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, yes. Except for, if let's say they know that they just before applying for mortgage, they just got a new car. It's not gonna show up on the credit report. So, of course, give that
Like
information,
disclosure. Yeah.
disclose that,
Okay.
or if they pay in child support or alimony, that's something that they should disclose, because it might not be readily available. But
Gotcha.
sometimes when I ask where this, where when did you leave a certain address for from what year to year, and then it's a novel of how they moved there and why, so we're trying to just keep it short and sweet, don't volunteer too much information.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just answer the question as it was asked.
Okay.
Actually, it reminded me about the child support alimony. If someone receives child support alimony, they don't have to disclose it as income, but if we need to use it to qualify them, we would ask for the full divorce decree, or separation agreement, and the proof of receipt. Depending on the program, we might ask to show proof of receipt for from 4 to 6 months.
Got
Oh,
it. Okay.
yes.
Okay. So it doesn't have to be 2 years on those necessarily.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Very, very, very concise and just like the paperwork requirements.
Exactly. Easy
Okay.
peasy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. Well, thank you. So you're not going to be here next week. Is that what I'm understanding based on what we were talking about?
I'm not gonna be in town. I will try to zoom in, so
Okay.
maybe we'll keep it tentative.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, if I don't talk to you, have a safe trip,
Mhm.
and thank you for doing this, even though the charming aspect of me and Kelly was not here. It was I think that it was still good information. So all right. So we will see you next week.
See you soon. Bye.
All right. Bye.